You ever heard someone say something so profound it shakes your world? Well, I had that moment while making this video. Now, you might be asking yourself, hey, what's going on here? Or perhaps, am I late for something? Either way, let me explain. You see, I've been creating these videos for a long time. I started out sharing my knowledge because I genuinely enjoy it. But over the years, something shifted. My purpose didn't feel right. It was like a broken clock stuck on repeat. Then one day, everything changed. It happened during a walk in nature. The trees whispered secrets. The wind sang ancient songs. And suddenly, I realized what I needed to do. Welcome to Rewind, where time travel isn't just a dream, it's a daily adventure. Together, we'll explore history, unravel mysteries, and discover how our past shapes our present. Think of it as your time machine, and me as your trusty guide. We'll journey through history, uncovering tales both epic and obscure. In each episode, I'll share stories from ancient times to more recent history. From forgotten myths to little-known historical facts, no topic is off-limits. No more dusty textbooks or boring lectures. Here, it's all about excitement and discovery. And to make things even more thrilling, I'm introducing Kronos, my trusty companion, who will help us navigate the twists and turns of time. Don't worry, he may look intimidating with his scythe and all, but he's really just a big softy. And he knows a thing or two about ancient lore. You might be wondering, why this name, Rewind? Well, think of it as our mission. We're always rewinding time to uncover its hidden wonders. Every click brings us closer to the past, allowing us to learn and grow from our history. So join us on this incredible journey. Subscribe now and get ready to embark on adventures that will leave you starstruck. Who knows? You might just learn a thing or two along the way. Okay, so where shall we begin our journey? How about the captivating tale of Cleopatra, the last active ruler of the Ptolemaic kingdom of Egypt? Cleopatra, whose name means glory of the father in Greek, was born in 69 BC in the city of Alexandria. She was the daughter of Ptolemy the 12th and Cleopatra v. Tryphena, and she became the co-regent of Egypt at the age of 14, alongside her younger brother and husband, Ptolemy the 13th. Despite their close relationship, tensions grew between them due to Cleopatra's desire for sole control of the kingdom. At the royal palace in Alexandria, Cleopatra hosted ambassadors from Rome. Among them was the famous Roman general Julius Caesar. They fell in love, and Cleopatra bore him a son, Caesarion. However, their romance remained a secret until Caesar was assassinated in 44 BC, following Caesar's assassination. Cleopatra formed an alliance with Mark Antony, one of Caesar's assassins and a powerful Roman general. They met in secret at the temple of Aphrodite and soon became lovers. Their affair resulted in the birth of twins, the sons of both Antony and Cleopatra, whom she named Caesar after her former lover and Alexander in honor of her deceased father. This union between Cleopatra and Antony, known as the Second Triumvirate, alarmed Octavian, Caesar's adopted son and heir, who feared the growing influence of the Egyptian queen in Roman politics. Octavian began a propaganda campaign against Cleopatra, portraying her as a dangerous seductress who had bewitched Antony away from Rome's interests. Tensions escalated when Antony ordered the execution of a Roman senator without consulting Octavian, violating Roman customs. In response, Octavian declared war on Egypt in 32 BC, marking the beginning of the protracted conflict known as the Alexandrian War. During the war, Octavian's forces gained control of the eastern Mediterranean, including Cyprus and the Aegean Sea. As Octavian's naval power threatened Alexandria, Cleopatra attempted to flee to India for assistance. However, her fleet was defeated by Octavian's navy at Actium on September 2, 32 BC. Realizing the futility of further resistance, Cleopatra and Antony returned to Alexandria, where they faced the victorious Roman forces besieging the city. As Octavian's troops closed in on Alexandria, Cleopatra and Antony prepared to defend themselves. According to Plutarch, Cleopatra donned armor and took up arms alongside her maids, determined to fight rather than submit to her enemies. However, Antony did not share her fighting spirit and instead sought a peaceful resolution. He agreed to settle for the same terms as those offered to Cleopatra, granting Octavian sole control of Egypt in exchange for his own life and the lives of his sisters. Cleopatra rejected this deal, preferring to resist alongside her people. When Octavian accepted Antony's offer and allowed him to live with his wealth, she was furious. Cleopatra was outraged by Antony's betrayal and refused to accept his offer, even though it would have spared her the ordeal of surrendering to Octavian's forces. She was determined to protect her kingdom and people and went to war with Rome. Unfortunately, Cleopatra's forces were no match for Octavian's superior military power, and they were soon overwhelmed and forced to retreat into the royal palace. With their army defeated, Cleopatra and Octavian negotiated the terms of surrender. Octavian agreed to allow Cleopatra and her family to keep their wealth and possessions, but he demanded that she hand over her kingdom to him. Cleopatra accepted these terms, hoping to secure a favorable deal for herself. However, upon discovering that Octavian planned to annex Egypt, she turned to subterfuge. Knowing that she couldn't defeat Octavian militarily, Cleopatra used her intelligence and cunning to try to outsmart him. She devised a plan to seduce Octavian and gain his trust, believing that she could negotiate a better deal for herself and her people. However, Cleopatra's plan backfired when Octavian saw through her deception and imprisoned her. With Cleopatra held captive, Octavian seized control of Egypt and annexed it to the Roman Empire, ending the reign of the Ptolemies. Cleopatra's fate is a cautionary tale of the dangers of trusting one's enemies and the importance of knowing when to walk away from a losing battle. Her story has been immortalized in literature and art, serving as a reminder of the pitfalls of unchecked ambition. And that's a wrap on our Rewind adventure today. How fascinating, right? But hold on to your seats, because the journey through time doesn't end here. Join me again tomorrow for another exciting episode where we'll uncover more hidden gems from our shared past. Until then, keep rewinding, keep exploring, and keep asking questions. After all, curiosity is the key that unlocks the doors to the extraordinary. Thanks for tuning in. I can't wait to see you in the next episode.